Welcome back to Farm and Hammer, everyone. We are out here in the stalker pasture, and I just moved them onto a new section of grass, so you can see them making their way from over there. I'm giving them about 10 acres a day, roughly, maybe 8 on some days, but you can see the ones still over there. There's some laying on the hay over there. Those ones are still under the weather. They have been treated. Hopefully they come out of it, but it's kind of out of my hands at this point. Not a whole lot more I can do for them. But anyway, this is the older group that I've had for about a month now. I did actually end up purchasing about 8 more since my last video, so I'll go show you them. And these 8 should be my last ones I buy this season. So here's a new group. This group is almost all heifers. There's only one steer in the bunch. Got a Charolais, a little Hereford cross there, a couple black heifers, and then that one there on the end with the white on its face and white towards its tail. That one's gonna be the steer. So far so good on this bunch. The 3 back there are a little wild, and that bigger smoky white-faced heifer, she's about 100 pounds heavier than the rest of them, but I got her for a pretty good price. So the rest of these were all slightly more expensive than the last groups I had purchased. There was a little more momentum in the market this past week, so same calves I was getting for 500 bucks, we're going for 800 this week. So I didn't get as many as I'd hoped, and there were some groups that I would have liked to have bought, but price was just not right on those. So anyway, this is the last group I'm gonna buy probably for the spring. This group, none of them have been balling, so I think most of them are already partially weaned. All of them are eating grain at this point. Now I'll just have to get them electric fence trained, and then they'll be kicked out tomorrow into the pasture with the rest of them. Now we're gonna rewind and go back to a situation I had this morning where I had a down cow and I wasn't really sure what was going on. Well guys, this morning we've got a situation. I came out to check the cows because I'd seen a cow that had a new calf. When I came out to check her, I found another cow that she had a calf. The calf was wandering around soaking wet. She is laying here, and she has clearly been trying to get up for a long time and has not been able to. So I don't think she has another calf in her, but I'm gonna reach in there and check just to make sure. Anyway, we're gonna see if she's got anything else in there, or see if I can tell what's going wrong. Her calf is right here. You can tell, obviously hadn't been licked off. Yeah, this calf's not big at all. He only weighs 65, 70 pounds. You can tell he never got cleaned off. He's still damp. But I saw him chasing other cows around and trying to get some milk, because his mother couldn't stand up to feed him. So anyway, we're gonna try to see what's going on with this cow, see if I can get her to stand up. And then if we can't get her stood up, I don't have a hip lift on me right now, but I can always borrow one from a neighbor. So since she's just laying in pure mud, okay. There is another calf in there. feels pretty tiny and undeveloped, so I'm not sure if it's alive or not, but its nose I'm feeling a foot here that feels pretty tiny. It's all still encased, but I don't know. She keeps pulling him back in. There's the 2 feet there. He's still alive. Here he is, still alive. Try to get him to start breathing on his own, cough some of that junk out. So we've had a wild day of calving. We had one cow that calved 3 days ago, I think. So that was the first actual spring calf that was on time when it was supposed to be. Then you saw the down cow that had twins. So those 2 were born this morning. Then I had a Holstein cross cow that had a calf this morning. And then we just had 2 more born in the last hour. So it's been a wild day, going from no calves to another 4 or 5 all within a couple hours. So anyway, I'll show you the one that was born 3 days ago. So this is the oldest one, 2 or 3 days old. I believe it is a heifer, but I could be wrong. Anyway, there's the mother right there. First one to calve this season. At least first one to calve when it was supposed to. So yeah, there's the one that calved an hour ago, and I'm glad I came out here to show you guys the calves, because calf is on the other side of the fence. So anyway, another red white faced bull calf. There's the older one there, and then here's the other one that was born in the last hour and a half. This one came out solid black, so. And this is her second calf. So last year she was a heifer. This is her second calf, and it looks like she's licked him off. I'm not sure if he stood up yet to get milk, but she has licked him off and cleaned him off, so that's a good sign. She doesn't have a whole lot of milk, so it's something we'll have to keep an eye on, but I'm sure her milk will come in here in a day or so. I am gonna see what it is. It's a heifer. I'll leave her alone now. And this one here, this is one of my Holstein cross cows. She had this calf about 6 o'clock this morning, so it's had a good 8-9 hours of getting around. See what I can tell from back here. It's a heifer. So, and this is actually the first year this cow has had a black calf. All of her other calves have been red white face, so happy to see that one. This will be number 5 for the day. I didn't know she was going to calve, so calf number 5 today. And it looks like it is a bull. Yeah, I think it's a bull. So guys, it's now evening. You saw me pull that black calf this morning. You can see the cow is just now losing the afterbirth, but gave her some grain. She didn't eat it all. It looks like she laid in it. After I pulled that calf, I don't know if I got it on camera, but she stood right up. So I guess that was the problem. That was why she couldn't stand up. She had a calf ready to come out. But let me come over here and just make sure. But yes, this one's a heifer. See if it can remember where the milk is. Looks like it's gonna try. Okay, so we had twin heifer calves. I thought that was the case, but I wanted to make sure. And they are identical in size. Black one's a little skinnier, but height-wise and length, they're identical, so I think they are twins. Anyway, it ended up working out. Once she stood up, she took the red calf with her since it was already walking. But she came to say hello. Your mother's over here. Anyway, so she walked off with this red one once she stood up, and the black one, a couple hours later, I picked her up, brought her over to the cow, and she eventually figured out how to nurse. So I think the cow is going to accept both of them, and we'll continue feeding her since she probably won't be able to support 2 calves just on grass. I'm gonna make sure this black one ends up finding her and learning to follow. There we go. I want to make sure it knows to follow its mother. So I'm gonna walk it over here, because we can't have you getting eaten by coyotes. So anyway guys, happy ending to this story. Twins are rare enough in cattle, and it's even more rare that both of them survive. It's even rarer than that if the cow accepts both of them, and it looks like that's gonna happen. So anyway, I'm gonna push her over there, make sure she finds her mama. Anyway guys, I guess we'll end on a happy note. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see y'all next time.